One. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Global Spec Racing. We're here at the Jeddah circuit in Saudi Arabia for round 14 of Tier 4 Season 4. Joining me, Tier 8F1 in the booth once again is Ryan on 31. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to join you. This is such a fun track, considering that we've already had two tiers races here this weekend, and both of them were chaotic and had some surprises. I'm happy to see what this one provides.
Yeah, but well, of course, we had a champion crowned in Tier 2 in the form of Vapor JS. We've now had 3 out of our 4 champions crowned, as far as I know, with Jab, Riles, and now Vapor. And viewers, we could have our 4th crown tonight in the form of Dark Soren if he overhauls Daryl and Sam by 5 points respectively. Of course, though, that should be quite easy to do on Sam because he has 20 seconds worth of pens accumulated from Cota's very chaotic race. So he should, fingers crossed, only be Daryl he'll have to worry about. But still, we saw Riles. Damn, Clarkson. But we saw Riles overhaul a 16-point gap on Harry to win that championship. So if anything, Soren has got a much easier task.
Yeah, and I mean, you talk about Riles as well. I want to talk about, I know it's my team, but Mercedes. And the reason this is because in Tier 3, Williams were the team that looked strong, were 1-2 for majority of the race with Sam and Lizard, and you know what? It looked like it was going to go Williams' way to keep themselves in contention for at least another race or two, but the race changed so quickly that it ended up being a Merc 1-2, and Williams only saw one car finish inside the top 10, so that just goes to show how much can change here too. And I know I talk about constructors. I know you spoke about drivers just a moment ago, but we still have a big constructors fight that has gone on for the last 15 rounds, 14, 15 rounds, and it has been chaotic because we've had so many teams switch back and forth, and I want to say we still have at least 5 or 6 teams really within contention here, or at least have a legitimate chance of winning it. I mean, there is so much that has gone on this tier. It's gone back and forth. It's been anybody's game with constructors, but with drivers, as you mentioned, Dark Surin, Sam the Nick, and Daryl, the only 3 people who can say something about a driver's championship.
Yeah, I'll check the constructors real quick.
I mean, it's
because
close.
At the moment,
It's so close.
You have 6 points between Williams and Red Bull at the top. I did not expect the constructors to be quite this close. But it is, and then you've got Aston Martin and AlphaTauri just 2 points, separating them, and only about 30 points behind the main fight. So again, you've got 4 teams in there with, of course, drivers that can win races. It's, as you said, Ryan, it is anyone's game, and it is going to be a phenomenal fight that will, I suspect, go down to a very exciting finale in Brazil.
Well, something else I want to mention too, Aid, and this is just not only does this show about Tier 4, but this shows about the whole league itself too. We have a big crash, by the way, on the track. That's an Alfa Romeo.
That's Thrasher?
That is Thrasher.
Wait, no, that's Angelo, sorry.
Yeah, that's a teammate. Thrasher had been the one who'd been struggling all session because I saw him hit the wall a couple of times earlier prior, and he had to go pit again. But no, I was going to say, here's how quick things change. Into this weekend, there was about 50 or 60 points between Merck and McLaren, and McLaren lead the combined constructors, by the way, for the whole league, that is, for the season. And why do I mention this? Well, here's the thing. After the Tier 3 race, Mercedes had scored 43 points originally. Obviously, there's been appeals and stuff like that that change it, so it's now down to about 40. Okay, so Alicio had scored a 6th place finish, 7th place finish, whatever. 6 points for McLaren. That's about 30 points pretty much gained on McLaren that Mercedes were able to do. Well, guess what? McLaren fight back, and in Tier 2 yesterday, they end up getting a double podium pretty much, or not a double. Well, maybe not a double podium, but at least
I think it was a 1-2.
I think it was a
as far as
1-2. Yeah, I mean, pending post-race pens and appeals, that's a 1-2. They fight back. Ringo only managed about 6 points. So that's how crazy this has been. It fights right back. One moment you think maybe Merck or McLaren or whoever may be in the tier 4 or tier 3 or whoever may be, they have a chance. No, now it swings the other way. This has been crazy. It's gonna go down to something crazy for the constructors. For the drivers, I mean, we know it's gonna be a bit nip and tuck on whether it's clinched today or tomorrow. Not today or tomorrow. Today or next week.
Yeah, but in tier 4 it's kind of the same scenario, because of course you have Haas Boomer there for McLaren, incredibly quick driver,
Yeah.
but you also have like Clarkson. He's leading it by a second at the moment. He's doing a lizard. He's literally doing a lizard.
Yeah.
From tier 3 right now. He's so far ahead at the moment, which could pay dividends for Mercedes, but as I said, it's Williams. They're also up there. I know they didn't have the best results in tier 3, but Williams they're still there, and I don't think I've ever seen a three-way fight for the combined.
Yeah.
I don't think there's actually ever really been a fight for the combined.
No.
As far as I can tell, it's really been like McLaren for the first 2 seasons, and then Aston, who ran away with it last season.
Yeah, that's for sure. You know, you mentioned Clarkson that much ahead of the whole field. The thing is that I noticed especially is that you can be very fast in qualifying, and especially with the tire pressures being all the way to the right, but then you got to make sure those tire pressures get moved a little bit to the left when the race starts, because if you don't, then you're going to be overheating and you're going to be really, really slow based off the fact that you didn't move the tire pressures, and you only set yourself up for qualifying. So that's where you see people like Clarkson. He's the second out of the field right now, but it's a matter of, can he keep that same pace into the race? So because if he can't, then obviously that does hurt, you know, like you said, a Merc fight for the combined constructors against McLaren. And not only that, but, you know, wherever he gets in the championship, obviously we know Clarkson can't win the championship. I mean, we know that. But the thing is that can he maybe gain himself up to the top 5 or top 3? You know, that's the matter of it. And same with his teammate, Naviak.
Well, it's crucial for Mercedes, as I said, but it's good that you mentioned that, because probably, well, there's 2 things. One of the things, that one of my favourite catchphrases, it's one thing to do 1 lap, but it's entirely another to do a race distance. And 2, that's exactly what happened to Lizard. It must have been like his tyre pressure or something, because he was going so well. He had a 15-second lead at one point,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, bang, he was in the wall.
Well,
and it just shows you how quickly it can change, especially around this track, which is incredibly high speed, incredibly tight, and one more move, you're out the race.
That's just also a part of Saudi Arabia too, I think too, because the thing is, this track, again, similar to Vietnam and Monaco and Baku with its characteristics, anything that happens can change the outcome of the race immediately. And you know what? I mean, we saw that in the chaotic race at USA. Anything can change immediately. I watched the race a little bit myself. I watched a little bit, but I didn't see a whole lot, if I'm being honest. I didn't think Dark Storm would have came back to finish 3rd. I just did not think that was happening. I saw him down outside the points for the beginning of the race. That's how quick things can change. You just don't know what could happen. And you know, I look now at the constructor fight. I mean, Williams and Red Bull, they're at the top, but Aston Martin, AlphaTauri, like, they still have the chance. Haas, Ferrari, Alpha, and even McLaren, like, they're not fully out of it. They simply just need their drivers to score good points, and simply Williams and Red Bull to have a bad race, which, hey, by the way, that's possible. And part of the championship scenario with Soren and Sam the Nick and Daryl, I mean, Dark Soren, he's going to have to be 54 points ahead today in order to clinch it. I don't think it would matter based off of any tiebreaker, because he's got more wins than anybody else does in the season, I'm pretty sure. So he's got that if it ever came down to a tiebreaker, but he'll need to be 54 points ahead of them by the end of this one.
Absolutely. Across the line comes Clarkson, then he again goes quicker. My God.
You can have, you can have a fast car in qualifying, but you need to do the same in the race because I can guarantee you right now. Look at Lizard, 7 tenths ahead of the whole field in qualifying on tier 3 on Friday. Was he able to convert that to a win? I mean, he should have done that, and he had the chance to do so, but he couldn't.
No, I think it was just the fact he let the softs get too high pressure, because I know for a fact on this game the softs have a very tight window in which you have to get the pressures right. Otherwise, it ain't gonna work for you in the race. They're a really good they're a really good quality tire, but in the race they're pretty bad. And the people who can get that right, those are the people who win races. Exactly like, well, I guess you and Riles showed in in tier 3, because you were able to get that right, and you were able to take advantage, also keeping the pens low. You absolutely have to around this track, because, well, as we saw again in tier 3 and tier 2 to an extent, it's basically like Canada. I view it, because Canada, it always brings out the guys who have the most skill.
Right.
A little bit like Reptile.
Yeah, with the penalty aspect, I agree with that. When it comes to the race in tier 3 on Friday, like the race I raced in tier 3 on Friday, the thing I noticed is Harry was fast. Harry was behind me, but the thing is, he had 6 to 9 seconds of penalties. Hey, I mean, you gotta cut corners to be fast, or well, we have 2 people on a lap, by the way, the Haas and the AlphaTauri of Sam the Nick here, both on laps, by the way, and they've yet to set laps too. This is gonna end badly, I'm sure. Oh boy. Okay, well, maybe it's ending a bit better, but oh, never mind. Okay, there's a bit of a hit, but no, the thing I was gonna mention is the fact that, hey, I mean, you can be fast, and by the way, Sam the Nick up to 2nd right there from that, but you can be fast, but you got to be fast without cutting the corners too, because I wasn't really that fast on Friday, if I'm being honest, but I survived and I didn't have any penalties by the end, so I was able to get 3rd. So there you go. And the same thing could be said about Rowdy with the podium yesterday in tier 2. Anyway, we got last minute of the session going on. Aid Clarkson leads the session by literally the same amount Lizard did.
Sam's invalid.
On Friday. But the thing is, we still have a lot of our contenders in this tier not in a great spot, or they're yet to set a competitive lap. Dark Serin only 5th, and Haas Boomer has to get back to the checker flag to set a lap. He's not even set a single lap yet.
No, well, he's in the final set, so he's just coming through 21 now, so I think he should be okay. Soren, I think he's the first one of the valid people to be very wide through I can't remember what corner number that is.
We'll call it the Schumacher corner, because I feel like in the tier 2 race I was about to crash there a couple times, but hey, I mean, with Dark Serin, he's 3 tenths down right now. He's got to find some time in sector 2 and sector 3 to be able to get himself on the front row, or at least the second row. Both are definitely possible. Now he's invalidated. Now that's not possible anymore.
Yeah. Josh is about a 10th down on his previous best. As he now
Sam the Nick didn't make it
through 16 and 17.
He was about to, Sam the Nick was about to Sam the Nick was about to get another lap in, but he was invalidated and he missed the checker flag by a second.
Josh is quite a bit down. RJ's a second up in the first sector. My God. So he could be up there. Has been a 5-place grid penalty, as if his misery couldn't get any more, and he's definitely not going to improve now. What's RJ's middle sector? 1.1 seconds. He could stick it on the front row here. Could the Williams driver? This is of course crucial for the combined, as he's now coming into the final corner at turn 27. What will this be then from the British driver? Gets on the brakes into the final corner, then straightens up the car. Where is it going to be then for RJ? Is this going to be the front row then? Can he displace Sam the Nick? It definitely looks like it. He easily does.
There you go.
By 3 tenths.
And that's it, because Joe Hamster.
Grid, then.
Yeah, that is. Joe Hamster invalidated as well, and I'm surprised Soren can only manage 6th right there, because I surely thought that he would be able to improve at least somewhat, but there was no chance of that. I'm noticing he's qualifying badly, but he's able to race very well because that's why he's leading the championship. And if it was qualifying, based off qualifying, he would be leading the championship. I can guarantee you that.
So Clarkson, then I think that's his first GSR pole by an absolute monster of a margin.
Might be.
Just over 0.4 of a second. With RJ in second and Sam the Nick in third. Darrell then is fourth. That's crucial for the championship. With fifth is Joe, and sixth will be Soren. Seventh and eighth are the two Astons of Lojovic and Josh. Then ninth will be Navet. 10th will be Sprigsy. 11th will be Luck Smasher. 12th will be Thrasher. 13th is Flourish, 14th is Angelo, and running off our grid will be Has Boomer.
I just want to mention that's not Clarkson's first pole, but it is his second. And the thing to mention is the last time he took pole, he went on to lead the race by 15 seconds at Imola, then completely lose it because of the last safety car coming out. So if we know something about Clarkson taking pole, he usually ends up having great pace in the race and dominating it. So hopefully that can be converted to a win, and I'll let you go through a grid order.
Well, I technically already have, but you know, it's there we go. There's our grid then, viewers, for Tier 4's first Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Let us know in the Twitch chat, one, who could win this race, and two, do you think Soren can take the championship?
And I've got a report from Dark Serene. He's let us know no rain in the race whatsoever. That's not surprising, but hey, there's always some sort of chance with it being GSR. In the 8 seasons of GSR, in races you would expect rain. There wouldn't be rain, and then the races you wouldn't expect rain as much. Either there is rain, so that's the way it goes. So it's good to know that we don't have any rain for this one. It would spice things up, but I think it'd be much better to have it in the dry for our driving standards.
Oh yeah. It's a little bit like the You wouldn't expect rain in Bahrain or Abu Dhabi either, would you?
I mean, I don't think we had that
because they're all deserts
before, but I mean the tracks that are
yeah.
I mean, I don't think we have unless anywhere from season 6 to 7 there was, but I don't think there ever has been rain at those two tracks. But what I will say though is tracks that you wouldn't expect it as much with the percentage, you would get it, and then when you think, all right, we've had like 3 wet races in a row or 3 wet sessions in a row, surely we're not going to get another one. You do. So that's the way it goes, and that's how that happens. But hey, 15 viewers we got watching, that's not too bad. I hope people can give us predictions about what they think is going to happen on lap 1, what they think Soren will be able to achieve today. Is this going to be a race where he just keeps his car clean and does himself well by getting himself a decent finish? Or are we going to see a first-time winner, maybe? Well, I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah. But Soren is, in doing that, he'd become GSR's first German world champion. Is the second European champion, I believe. But actually, no, it would be a third because of Cobra. But cause we've had 3 European champions. No, Cobra. Well, we would do. So Cobra, Gekkeberg, and now Soren, if he was able to clinch it today. But of course, he's got to get in front of. I know it's crazy to think that we would crown all 4 of our champions with 2 races to go.
It's called global spec racing for a reason. You have many different champions from regions, you know.
Oh yeah, much more than I realised.
Yeah.
To be fair, because I thought the majority of the championships came from Britain and America, but of course they do. But
well, I was going to mention
there's been quite a few countries.
Something to mention this from Race Lab. Clarkson is really far ahead of the whole field, and he is speeding to get to the grid. I do not know why. His tires are going to be much colder. For what reason he's doing this, I don't know, but he's not going to get a good start from that. Yeah, they're gonna. Look at the last car on the grid, and the McLaren. Look how far back he is compared to Clarkson.
It's been waiting a long time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Aid, any favorites you have for this race? Anybody you think is going to gain positions from the start? Anybody?
I don't know. To be honest, I do want to see Soren close out this championship.
Yeah, I would too.
He absolutely deserves it.
He does. He's been well in Tier 4, but Tier 3 has not been so well. Hey, Tier 4 is where it matters for him, though.
Yep. Yeah, in Tier 3, it went really badly for him because he forgot his setup.
Oh my god.
That wasn't the So that wasn't the smartest idea, but hopefully the internet will serve us well
And
tonight. You're
what
right
can-
under me
what
tonight,
can-
so should be alright.
What can Sam the Nick do with his 20 seconds of penalties? You know, I mean, he's got 20 seconds heading into this race because of, you know, penalties from the last race that were not able to be served. What can he do? I mean, he starts right out third, so we'll see.
That's a pit stop.
Right,
can I just
exactly,
say?
exactly. And Haas Boomer starts all the way back in 15th, and we've seen him have great pace, but he has just not been able to close out the races. Is today going to be a first win for him? We'll find out.
I don't know, but we're about to find out then as the drivers now lock into position. Haas Boomer then locks into position at the back of the grid, and we now begin the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix for Tier 4. Can Soren become champion? Oh, for God's sake.
It'll be a couple seconds. We'll see. Takes a minute. Here we go.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights at Jeddah. It's lights out and away we go, and it's a good start from Clarkson, but it's a good start from Darrell. He might try up the inside of Sam into turn 1, but RJ then he stays ahead. The two Ferraris then going side by side. Oh, there's 3 wide in the background, but our championship contenders have made it through. But Sam the Nick then he gets RJ coming up into turn 3, but Clarkson then has got a good lead. As Joe then is heavily in. Oh, that's Soren. Soren, he's been hit by Joe. It's been a disastrous start for the German.
He's got no front wing.
Has he got wing damage? He's got no front wing. That's absolutely catastrophic for the championship leader.
It's been upgraded to a safety car. But that's what will help him because he's got no front wing. He's lucky that it got upgraded because there's a lot. I mean, I would assume it's because there's a lot of debris on track and the fact that Joe Hamster 6 seconds back from that spin. A lot of cars in that opening lap gone off the track. A lot of contact. And a lot of things I think I would want to see a different day.
Yeah, but
crazy.
But the thing is, Joe went incredibly wide, and he just collected Soren on the from the understeer that he got. Because I don't know why he went. Because the two Ferraris, they try going side by side. I'm good. The two Ferraris try going side by side through turn 4, and that then caused Joe to go really, really wide, and unfortunately he then collected Soren courtesy of the understeer. It was not Joe's fault at all. It was just the understeer he got, and then that has caused Soren to lose his front wing.
The worst thing for Soren here is the fact that he's got no front wing and he's down the order like this. But the best thing for him is that him and his teammate are going to be pitting. He'll be ahead of his teammate, so he will at least avoid being caught up in the double stack. His teammate, though, yeah, not so much with that. And the thing is, another good thing for him, actually, from this whole thing is that originally was a VSC. It got upgraded to a safety car, so it has somewhat saved him, but also it's good that he's in a better position. Now, he's going under the soft Soren has. The thing for him here is he's going to have to go to the mediums at some point because he has chosen to go the route of the soft tires. Everybody who's pitted has done the same thing, and they all started on soft, so they're all going to have to change tires again at some point because you just can't stay on the same tire for the whole race. And not only that, but Haas Boomer leaving the session. It's unfortunate for him because he had a bad start and he was behind a lot of the trouble. I expected him to actually avoid it, but it was all happening just right in front of him, and he got collected, and he got hit from it. So that's part of it, and it sucks because he's not had a season he's wanted to have. And I know there's still 2 races left, but hey, I mean, if he was not a championship contention, he's already out now, and that's a big thing, by the way, for combined constructors too.
Yeah, it is, and Darrell he gained a lot of points on Soren's so far. He gained 12 points on him, but Clarkson he got a good start off the line. Sam the Nick he also got a good one. He jumped RJ off the line. I'll get the positions up. A lot of it he gained 2 positions after going 3 wide with his teammate. I can't remember who else. The biggest winners out of that actually were the Alfa Romeos. They've gained 11 points combined, and then Flourish also had a good start. He gets up 4 positions there, but yeah, as you said, it was a very chaotic start, and all Soren's got to do now, he's just got to put his head down and
Why?
Right.
Okay.
Okay then.
Well,
how's Luxmaster managed to do that then?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Red Bull, when it comes to the constructor standings for them, yeah, that's not what they needed either, because we were talking about the constructors fight, and that's not what they needed for the Tier 4 constructors. Yeah, Red Bull, second coming into this racing constructors, that's definitely not what they needed. Because now they had, I mean, they have one car who was missing a front wing, and that's your championship leader, and then the other car gets disqualified within the next 30 seconds, I guess, of all that.
But before that, yeah, as I said, the Soren, he's just got to put his head down. He's got good race pace. I know it's not as tough to overtake around Jeddah as it is other street circuits. A little bit like Baku, you've got quite a few overtaking opportunities considering it's a street circuit. So you just got to put his head down and just try and fight his way back on the field. He's on brand new softs. He's effectively saved himself a pit stop there, courtesy of the safety car, and fingers crossed now he can come back, and if he can come back from this and win the championship, it would be incredibly impressive.
Yeah, you know, it's drives like these that SilentX now left the session. I'll get him back in, but it's drives like these that Soren's needed to do a lot during the season, but they're championship drives because he's come back. He's avoided the trouble. He survived. I think that's what this tier is a lot about. And I think Hospital was not so happy in the Tier 4 general chat from what I saw here. I mean, he said I can't even complete a full sector without getting wrecked. He was frustrated. So I don't blame him, but I'm not surprised Sam didn't legged out because a lot of the people were talking about his connection being a bit poor. So that makes sense. Safety car's
now in. So. Okay then, so Clarkson then will lead them. He's not hanging about, I must say, off the safety car. He's going about 50 miles an hour over what I would expect him to do. Oh, for God's sake, this is beautiful camera angle again. The one I loved from Tier 3. But Clarkson now, he will not be able to go out this final corner because the safety car will not have come in.
He's trying to go already though.
Oh, he's going already. All right.
You can't do that. You got to keep a constant pace. That's the problem. It's going to back people up. Look at this.
Here we go then. So Clarkson now floors it, and the whole field has now been.
There's a crash.
They got held up because of Sam's AI. So that has given Clarkson a huge lead, and Darrell crucially is up into second, and Soren is already up into 8th. As a result of that, and he might try and, well, he'll of course go on Sam because he oh dearie me, Soren's under 5 seconds for ignoring yellow.
Two things that didn't help in that restart, and I think Naviak's got damaged by the way, but two things that didn't help in that restart: SilentX AI and Clarkson trying to speed up to catch a safety car, because under the safety car restart, you got to keep a constant pace. You can't just go and then not go. Clarkson tried catching the safety car and going a bit early. You got to wait till the safety car is in the pits for you to go full throttle and the game to allow you to do so. He tried to do so. The game backed him off. That backed everybody up, and they already had Sam's AI in the way too. So that didn't help either. And that
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets like a warning or something.
I would think more because that caused Flourish to go out of the race too. If you didn't know this already.
Yeah, fair point. But Soren now, he's all over the back of Lojovic. Lojovic defending very, very hard from the German. I love the fact I haven't got any climbing screens, but around the outside goes
he's out.
Soren on Lojovic, the two make contact. Joe's out. And does Soren get that? He does before the next safety car. Thankfully, so Soren now, as I said, 8 positions off that safety car restart. And he is already almost back with Darrell.
People last second trying to pit. Oh boy.
This time.
Yeah, some people debating on last second.
And Thrash is in.
So is Sam the Nick. But there's contact at the pit lane. That was Naviak running the back of Lojovic. Yup, Lojovic stopped at the pit lane because I think Sam the Nick had slowed down a little bit and had to avoid him. Naviak's gonna have to repair his front wing once again. He already had to anyway. But what happened with Joe Hamster, I was on board with that at the time. He clipped the curb on that exit heading onto the DRS straight there. Obviously all the way down before the braking zone at 27. And he lost the rear. He was going to keep it out of the wall, but he kept overcorrecting it, and that sent him out of the race. So that's unfortunate for him. We already have 4 retirements in the first 5 laps. That's not a good sight, but hey,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know.
Stewards, have a fun time tonight. That's all I gotta say. I hope it goes well.
I am
really
not
do.
looking forward to this.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I feel bad if you're a steward.
Oh,
I really
this
do.
is, yeah, but still, we, Josh has gone to the hards, interestingly.
Yeah, I don't think
They
the
are
hards
going to
would've been
feel
touched.
like, yeah, they are going to feel awful. could I just say, because the ours, I don't think they're good. I don't think they're great tyres around here. But still, Soren and Spriggsy now up into 3rd and 4th respectively after pitting under the last safety car. But Soren has that 5-second. Whether he'll get that removed, he probably will. To be fair, actually no, he'll have to serve it in a
yeah, because
in
off
a
the pit.
stop anyway.
Yeah, and that's just a
And he
matter
won't
of.
get that removed because it's a safety car.
Well, that's a matter of does he try to get rid of it, the safety car restart, and try to serve it now. Like it's a matter of what does he do for his race, because he can serve it and go mediums the rest of the way. He can do that. So that's what Sam, Nick, and RJ are probably doing. So he can join them, but he'll be at the back of the field at 11th, and he'll have to avoid the trouble. So, and I know someone mentioned that the safety car was going a bit slow there. I mean, it was a little bit, but you still have to keep a constant pace under the safety car, and you can't just try to catch the safety car right there, and that's what Clark did. That's
that's Thrasher. He's had a major contact. I don't know what. I don't know that. I think that was Lojovic apparently.
Well,
I don't know what happened there.
I don't know. No, as I was saying, no, you can't try to go catch the safety car. You can't speed up like that because the game had backed him off. He was not in control of his car. Right? Oh, what?
They haven't changed Thrasher's what? Eh? Wait, hang on a minute. He lost his entire wing, and yet the team didn't change it. What?
You know what? I think this whole weekend of Saudi Arabia, I'm not saying it's a bad track. I'm not saying the driving standards have been horrible. I mean, they've not been great. But the thing is, I've just seen things this weekend that I think I've never seen before. And I hope to never see again with certain things too. And you know what? Yeah, speaking about Clark's safety car restart a little bit, you can't try to catch the safety car when it's coming into the pits because it's going to back you off like that. That's what Clark tried doing. And I've seen that mistake be made by some of the most experienced drivers and some of the most inexperienced drivers. That's just a mistake on Clark's part, and that might cost him a penalty later at post race. So we'll see. I don't know if it will or not, but I'm assuming it could because of the DNF from Flores from that. But it's still a long way to go too. 20 laps to go, less than 20 to go now. So we'll see.
I will not be surprised if Thrasher throws his controller out the window right now.
Oh, I'm sure he wants to throw his whole Xbox out the window. I'd be with him on that.
Yeah, because I don't know how many brain cells bloody Codemasters had.
I've lost too many this weekend.
To have that.
From the Mercedes chat to the whole Discord server to the Twitch chat to the races to Codemasters. Man, I don't know, man. It's getting crazy. You know what?
Safety car's in, so that's gonna, really mess up his race now.
More brain cells to lose. Woohoo!
Yeah, I know. Still 19 laps to lose them.
Clarks can't make the same mistake again. I mean, he's trying to catch a safety car there. He's got to back off a bit more.
He's doing it again.
I think he's backing off a bit now. He's got to.
Yeah, he is a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. Down to 40 miles per hour. That's a bit better. But you got to wait till the safety car's in the pits to try to go. And hopefully he can get a better restart.
Is he going this time?
He's trying.
No, it does. It does slow it down, but thankfully no one's in AI this time. And here we go. Then Darrell has got a brilliant restart, and he's trying to go up the inside. This is crucial for the championship. Down to the first chicane. Darrell tries it. He's going to have the traction advantage round the outside, but Clarkson pushes him up, and Soren takes both of them to get through. What a move that is from the German. Side by side between Darrell and Spriggsy going into third, but what a move that was from Soren.
That is perfect when it comes to the statement, all right, I'm going to let everybody else in front of me crash, and I'm going to find a way to get through and survive. That's what Dark Serene did there. The two almost collided similar to the 2021 race, and I think everybody's avoided collision to the first sector, but we have some moves at the back of the field, though. Oh, there's contact.
Oh, Josh is round. Unfortunately. He's going to have to put onto the mediums now. He could get them to the end. But of course, Soren...
I can't believe he made that without contact, though. Like, I'm surprised. How do you not make contact with either of them, though? Clark and Daryl were going back and forth, pushing and barging, but Darkstream, he didn't make any contact with them. He got through clean.
No, he's probably one of the cleanest drivers I know, considering he's tier 4, and that was a fantastic move from the German. But here comes Spriggsy now. Daryl struggling, and here goes Spriggsy then round the outside. This is also going to be crucial for the championship. Daryl pushed him up to the wall. Spriggsy, though, does he get the better exit? He tries it. He's going to go round the outside of Daryl. I don't know how he's made that one work.
Could be 3 wide
in the background as well, but they're gonna go for it 3 wide into the first chicane. Does Daryl lunge it? Not quite. Clarkson has to back out of that one. Daryl goes wide though, and Spriggsy, he somehow keeps it out the wall. And Clarkson's now back through.
Yeah, Sam Nick gains the spot from the too. That's crucial for him. Logivic's got by Naviak. Oh, there's contact between Naviak and the Alfa Romeo. Okay, we're good now. We can breathe.
Oh, no, we're not. It's Spriggsy and Sam now. They now make contact, and RJ now is alongside Spriggsy as well. So Spriggsy's getting absolutely gobbled up here. He pushes Sam right up to the wall. Sam's still trying to go. Sorry, no, RJ. He's still trying to go around the outside and cuts back. Somehow he keeps out the wall still. I mean, incredible car control, but side by side between that was
Angelo,
that was I think Navek and Angelo, but Angelo, my God!
Yeah, sorry, I meant Angelo. Angelo had to brake heavily to miss Logivic there, and when doing so, he lost his spot.
We've had some incredible saves, I must say.
Naviak's back at it. Sorry, Naviak on around the outside into 27. He's shaping up a move before the braking zone. Clark's got by for second, by the way. He's not fully clear, though.
Navek tries it. Not quite able to do so now. Daryl's in. That's early.
Yeah.
Is that just a conventional pit?
We'll see.
No, it's wing damage. Yep. That's crucial. It's just getting better for Soren now.
Right, but the thing with Soren, though,
over for him.
Even though Soren is still leading right now, we have a move for 3rd place that's been complete.
Sam's got him.
But even though Soren's leading right now, and he has that 5 second too, obviously with the 5 second he'd be put down to 5th place, which wouldn't matter for the championship's sake with Sam's penalties. But the point being, though, for Darkstream, even though he's got the lead right now and he's leading on track, he still has to make another pit stop where some people don't have to.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Actually, I think all the people who pit, they under safety car, apart from Sam, interestingly, they went on the softs rather than the mediums. So a few of them, RJ and Sam didn't, but it'd be interesting to see if their tyres can last. But Clarkson, as I was expecting, he is reeling in Soren at a rate of knots as Spriggsy now with the DRS tries it on Sam, and the two Brits make that work, and Spriggsy is now through, but Sam is going to have the DRS coming down towards turn 1. Clarkson's almost in DRS range of Soren now, and he's now set as fastest lap to boot, but here comes Sam now to the inside, a bit of lag there. But up the inside goes Sam, and he is back through.
But switching back.
Quite.
Here he goes. To the outside. He cannot make the pass complete. He cannot overtake him just yet. He's going to have to wait again for the DRS straight. But may I just say, you just can't get out of DRS at this track. I mean, you're just stuck within it. You can't. You can't escape. But somebody who's about to is Sam, because Spriggsy's getting caught in that dirty air. He will have DRS, which will help him get back, and he's
that's
just barely
bad news for Daryl. For God's sake, why do the gaps keep going?
That's because the rejoins.
Because I know for a fact that that's Thrasher's in the wall at turn 2. That's a 3rd safety car.
That is 3rd safety car.
How has he done that?
That could be possibly.
Has he done it whilst
glitch.
rejoining?
Yeah, it might have. Yeah, he did rejoin, and I guess when it rejoined, whether his AI did that or I want to say when he rejoined, it just took control and that happened. Oh, we have a drive-through for Angelo. You know what?
Oh,
like I said, I'm seeing things I never thought I'd see again on this game, or just things happen. And that's one of them, because that happened right as he rejoined the session, which I'd have to assume that's not him driving it, or simply that's him taking control at a bad time. That either one of those work. So.
Alright, so this will now allow Soren and Clarkson, Spriggsy and Lojovic to pit. In comes the German now, and the Brit just follows him in behind him, and Sam now takes back the lead with RJ in second.
Good.
It won't be Darrell in third because he had to change his wing.
Dirk Soren is changing. By the way, Dirk Soren changing his wing. Not only is he doing that, but he's serving the 5 second. He's going to mediums. This safety car severely helps him, because if he never got that safety car, he would have to make a pit stop under green to go to the mediums.
Yeah. So now that puts Soren down to a legit P5 now, because, well, actually no, net P4, because Spriggsy's got a penalty. So would that be enough to seal it? Yes, it would.
Right now?
Only just.
Yep.
Only just. Because Dow has that pen, so that, I mean, Lojovic and Navic, yep, actually easily enough to bring Soren the championship.
And let me tell you, Sam Nenecki's guaranteed points, but it's a matter of where you're going to finish in the points with those 20 seconds, Sam. You know, if the safety cars keep coming out, then hey, maybe you got a chance, maybe you don't, because depends on the timing.
Yeah. He's basically got to serve a worse version of a drive-through in this race.
And Thrasher is frustrated with the game, unsurprisingly.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at that. I just hope... We always hope that the next game's better, but it never is.
Well...
That's the frustrating thing.
I will say, it does look like this could be a game worked on more. F122, that is. But the only hope is for the multiplayer, which they rarely never work on. I think this year, from what I've heard, I've listened to a couple of interviews from Codemaster people. I think multiplayer's worked on a little bit more from what they say, but hey, I mean, they can't just tell us anymore. They gotta show us. And for us to be proven that we're not gonna have these BS 5 seconds be handed out, or simple stupidity from taking over your car and getting crashed in the wall, or a force feedback glitch that you shouldn't have, then, I mean, you know, we need to be proven that. We don't need to be just told it, because the people are kind of sick of hearing it instead of just being shown it. And that's the frustration a lot of people have, and say, hey, I'm not league racing anymore, because you don't work on your multiplayer. You know, that's why. And you can see it from people who are not motivated enough to league race with the numbers in this league and every league. It's not just this league, so it's every league that it happens to. Just some that it's getting worse for. Some that it happens worse for. Put it that way.
Honestly, the only improvement I can think of this game from last game is the removal of the light glitch, and that's it. Pretty much, it's been pretty much, it's been pretty poor.
Well, any update
especially in the first part of the game.
Any update they make, something else breaks though. I mean, that was more 2020. It's not happening as much this game, I guess, with any update something breaks, but it's got a bit better. And I do see Billy's point though. Safety car is driving a bit slow. It could drive a bit faster. As I say that, it's go faster. But you know what? You gotta keep your head cool and keep going, because it is a long race, because next lap will reach the halfway point, and to consider it's I don't know, feels like it's been 30 minutes into this race already. I don't know. I mean, it's been a crazy one. We still have 10 runners left, and honestly, if I'm telling you the truth, with the way this race goes and with this way this tier goes, anybody could have a shot. I mean, even Sam Nenecki could probably pull a 20-second gap, and everybody else could crash, because I mean, it's Saudi Arabia and front wings get broken all the time. You know, we saw Serene's had to change a front wing, so you don't know what happened. Who knows? It's a crazy one. We still got 13 laps to go to decide this.
Yeah, but Soren, he's doing a decent job at the moment. He, of course, had a good run off the last safety car restart. So, the question is, the safety car now comes in, can he then get back up, because well, at the moment he would be in position to win the championship, but he's got to stay there, and he's got to stay there in the next over half of this race as the safety car now comes in. Sam then is actually showing Clarkson how it should be done. The safety car restart. He leaves the safety car plenty of room this time around.
Well,
and
I don't know
he
about
goes
now.
at the right spot this time. And
it did just a little.
no, it hasn't. It
has
Sam,
slightly.
he timed that to perfection, and he is now gone. And Spriggsy then all over the back of Clarkson, coming on to the into the first chicane, but Spriggsy not quite able to do so. Soren then, he is close to the back, and then Clarkson did get the best of exits. Neither did RJ. Sam's got a good restart, but it's still close between these guys. Navek and Lojovic going side by side through the first sector. I would not try it there, but somehow they still managed to keep it together. Meanwhile, back
Soren's making
back
move.
to the battle for second place. Sorry, it's Clarkson's all over the back. Soren with a brilliant move up the inside, but Spriggsy is going to get the advantage around the outside, and Spriggsy is right back through.
By the way, Soren tapped the wall in the process. I don't know if he has lime green damage or what, but he may have some slight damage from that. He tapped the wall in the process. Now the X got a penalty. And back to the safety car restart I want to mention. Yeah, no, it did back him off a little bit. It backed him off slightly, but it wasn't as much as it backed off Clarkson.
Sorry, Clarkson goes for it up the inside.
Whoa.
Oh, they make contact. Oh, there's three of them, and that now allows Soren through all of them. That was never going to work. And Clarkson, safety car number 4, my God. And that was never going to work for Clarkson into one of the fastest corners on the track. And that now puts RJ and Spriggsy in the wall as well.
Oh my God, this is the 4th safety car now, and I think you only have a limit of 5 or 6 in the game, but we might get to the limit at this point. And hopefully that makes sure that we have, I want to say, no more safety cars at this point, so we can get some actual racing in, because I think we've only got about 2 or 3, maybe 4 full green flag laps of racing. I don't know personally, but what I do know is that the Haas driver is in for another wing change, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
But oh my God. But this now means that the championship contenders are 1, 2, and 3, and somehow Lojovic and Navek are now P4 and 5 on pure damage limitation. But I don't know. Well, to be honest, Clarkson, he should have backed out there because he wasn't quite alongside, and of course RJ turned in because it was his corner, and Clarkson, because of the understeer, he then hit him, and then RJ tried to correct it. Clarkson tried to correct it, but in the end, all 3 of them, including Spriggsy, were in the wall, and Soren was, well, that's good for Soren, I guess.
Yeah.
That's also good for Darrell, but Clarkson, he has just ended his own race there.
Regardless of the move Clarkson made, they were just stuck together, and like it sucked that they weren't able. Oh, send the next trying to pass the safety car. Don't do that. No, I was gonna say they were stuck together, and there was just no way they're gonna get unstuck. And I feel bad because just like qualifying, Clarkson had a chance to genuinely whether win or be on podium. And he didn't maybe have the race pace he did. I mean, he couldn't really prove it because there were safety cars non-stop. And did he have a chance to win? Yeah, he did. He definitely did. And a lot of people do in this race still, with many laps left. I feel bad. I do. Because I think people like him, Boomer, I'd even say Thrasher, had a lot more to show than what they showed so far today. Yeah. But it sucks. And
yeah. I reckon Clarkson could be getting quite a heavy penalty for that because
rather that or the safety car infringements. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut in. I apologize.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, as I said, Clarkson is probably going to get quite a big penalty for that.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I didn't see the incident. I just saw the end of it where they both stuck together.
Yeah.
I was trying to see if Soren had damage. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Basically, what happened was Clarkson, he used his ears to get alongside going into 21, and then he had his nose partly alongside, but I don't really know whose fault that was because RJ was still ahead. So in my opinion, Clarkson should have backed out, but Clarkson didn't, and then turned across on each other and took Spriggsy with them.
Well, I've got to say, I don't really know what happened, but based off of what you described, there's still a long way left in this race, Aid. We have 10 laps left when we restart here in the next lap. And the thing is, RJ, by the way, on soft tires, this could benefit him. But by the way, yeah, a long way left. And you know, you gotta manage the moves you make, because if you have a fast car like Clarkson had, and you have the pace you did, you can go out there and fight for the lead. It might take time to get by people, but you can go do it. And Sam the Nick was leading. He has 20 seconds of penalties coming in this race. So what if you finish behind him on track? You're fine. You know, I mean, that doesn't matter. If you fight to try to battle him, or you know, you worry about, okay, I can't get to Sam, then that's gonna put you in the position he was in, where, all right, I'm eager to make a move, because you know what, the only two cars in front of him were Soren and Sam the Nick. And again, that probably hurts for him, because it's another race where he had a lot of pace, just like Mexico, just like Imola, where he had a lot of pace, but it's nothing to show for it. Regardless of any mistakes that he made, whether it be his fault or not, he had a lot of pace to show for it. And that'll be another one that costs him a race and makes him think about it. But safety car's in the start.
Right then, safety car number 4 already, my God. So, here we go then. Safety car restart number 4. Sam then is ahead of Soren this time, and then Daryl, Lojovic and Navek. Fingers crossed we can actually get a lap of racing this time. But here we go then. Sam then leaves a nice big gap between himself and the safety car. I don't know if that's enough this time around. It might only just about be enough. No, it's not quite enough. The game slows him down a bit, and Soren's almost into the back of him. But he just about avoids it there. But I think Soren, does he try it up the inside? He doesn't need to fight him too much, because he knows he'll be ahead of Sam regardless. Spriggsy and Angelo going side by side into the first chicane. Spriggsy's going to try into turn 3, but he wisely backs out of that, allowing Angelo to stay ahead. But Sam once again has got a good restart. Josh is now past Navek with a brilliant move around the outside.
Navek's got damage, I think. He's slow. He's struggling right here through this section. He's holding up a couple people. Someone who's going to take advantage from all this is RJ. He's on the soft tires, on the better tires, and he's got much fresher tires to have a chance at this. Oh boy.
It's going to get sketchy between these guys as Navek gets right up to the wall. But he's not quite able to do so, as Angelo's all over the back of him. Navek goes very, very wide.
Oh, he's
in the wall as well. And Angelo, he gets alongside this time. I think he might have that move done, and yes, he does just about. But RJ is now going to try it as well.
Yeah, he's going to have to be careful here.
Quite get through, but he might do this time around. It's almost like a repeat between you and Harry. Something's happened to Sam, because Soren is all over the back of him now. He doesn't have damage, but he must have went really, really slow somewhere. RJ trying to go around the outside of Navek, going into the final corner.
Smart there.
And
Smart move.
Textbook. Absolute
for the lead. Dark Soren's on Sam the Nick.
RJ.
Here we go. Turn 1. He's got him in the braking zone, but Sam the Nick has outbraked him just a bit to keep the lead. Contact made, but Sam the Nick keeps the lead.
Wise move from Sam there. He kept that. He keeps the lead, but of course he will not keep the legit lead, because he'd be way down the order at this rate, as Daryl is now into the pits. That's basically could be his race over unless we get another safety car, because we still could. I bloody hope we don't, but. Navek is now in front of Daryl.
There was a big touch for the lead.
Soren's really close to the back of Sam.
Sam and Soren made a little bit of contact there. I think they were both lucky not to go in the wall, because they were darting back and forth of who's going to go where and try to make the move. But Sam the Nick stays ahead.
Yes, he does. I'm not even going to see what this means for the constructors at the moment, because it's going to be so wonky after this race. But Soren, he's virtually touched him. He's going to try it the same place he did with Clarkson. He wisely backs out of it though. Thank God. He's seen exactly what will happen if he tries that move.
Here he goes again.
Definitely does not try that, but here he goes now down to 27. He's alongside Angelo and RJ. they've crashed in the
There's another
exact
safety
same
car.
place. Safety car number 5.
There's your safety car again, Aid. Oh boy.
Oh.
We pit for softs. What do we do, leaders? Oh, we're
I
gonna
don't
stay
know.
out. We're gonna stay
Sam
out. Top three
doesn't.
stays
Soren
out.
doesn't. Logic. Josh does. Sorry.
Hey,
Oh
Josh
my-
has nothing to lose. He was running fourth. He has no penalties, and he's gonna be fifth right here, I think. So
How did
Why
that
not?
happen?
I don't know.
Oh,
I really don't know. But what did happen?
I mean,
is 7 cars
really?
left in the race. That's what happened. So yeah. Oh, lovely.
God. We're gonna have 10 laps of safety cars in this race.
That's just
10 out of
unbelievable.
25.
That's
I mean,
unbelievable.
really? We're only not gonna have any more safety cars because I think that's the limit. But oh my God.
Oh my god, I can't believe that. That's crazy.
Sam says in chat he's going to be the only one who's going to finish at this rate.
Hey, well, if that's the case for him, man, you know,
That's
that 20
good.
seconds of penalties is pretty good for you at this point because you're only finishing 7th right now, so it's not bad.
Yeah. But well, the guys on softs could have a good chance. Josh, Daryl, and well, maybe not Navik, but Josh and Daryl most definitely. Yeah, he's not looking good for Marcus here in this race
Well,
at all.
Navik's still left in the race, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because he's the only hope for any sort of combined constructors for the rest of this race, that is. So, hey, Clarkson still got a point, so maybe that makes a difference, but hey, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see by the end.
I
mean,
swear to
still a lot
God,
to
if Le Mans is like this, I will actually kill myself. because things we got Le Mans next week. I don't know if you knew that.
I've not been focusing.
Oh boy. No, I wouldn't imagine. Cause, yeah. But still, the it's hard to say every 24 hours. But still, I know there's actually things. But we're now waiting for Navit to catch up before we go racing. Hopefully for 6 laps of clean racing now. It's not like there's that many drivers left to crash with now. Because, oh my God.
I think we should allow Codemasters to like pay for the repairs of GSR's mental state with the tier 4 drivers and the cars, because we got 7 runners left in this one. I mean, there's been a couple.
Give us back our bloody brain cells.
Yeah, well,
That's
I mean,
what they should do.
there's been a couple tier 4 races where, you know, it's been good on finishing, like Britain.
I mean,
and
Silverstone
a couple
was
other
fantastic.
ones. Right, exactly.
You know.
Silverstone was, and then we've had races like Belgium and this one where the finishing results have not been great between drivers finishing. I mean, this tier's not been as bad as maybe a couple of them. I'm looking at you, tier 1, earlier in the season, where you guys had 50% DNF rate that I spoke about during the stream before. But I mean, on average,
5 finishes in
right,
like one of the races.
right, and on average, like this tier has been better than tier 1. But this race alone, man, that's great. Sam the Nick has got a red X though, and he's leading this race, and now he's gonna need an invite.
now
I will get him an invite.
Good fodder. Right. Okay. we now.
Lovely.
We now need to. Yeah. I know.
Hey, I mean,
TikTok vibes. Okay.
hey,
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, if well, I see a big Jetta sign. Okay. Well, I will say.
You just
Stewards-
noticed that, mate?
I did not just notice. I did just notice that. I did not see that before. You know, a lot of things I've not seen before, like I said, this whole weekend. But hey, stewards, I'm just putting this out there. I feel bad for you guys. We'll have a long night, and I won't be surprised if it takes a couple days for the tier 4 penalties to be released, because this has been a chaotic one. Driving standard-wise for the drivers itself, driving around their own car, and driving around other cars. You know, the fact that we've had. With the fact we're only going to have less than 10 green flag racing laps, not even half the race under green, it's just a little bit ridiculous. And
Yeah.
you know, I don't know how many times people need to be told, "Hey, drive clean," you know. So I don't know.
I know.
It's been chaotic.
This has been the most safety cars in GSR ever, which I am not proud of.
If there's somebody on the safety car restart who's going to get the advantage, it's Joshua Steven. No penalties. Soft tires for him.
Yeah.
This should get good.
100%.
Sam the Nick, though, his car is in AI still, so this is the bad part about this restart, but the good part if you're Soren or Lojovic. And we'll get
Good
in
for
this
Darryl,
time.
though,
We'll get
as
in
well.
this time, and we'll see how things go.
That'd be crucial. That'd be crucial for Daryl.
Yeah.
Because he is on the softs. It's very, very weird only seeing 7 cars now behind the safety car. But has Sam's AI gone now? I think it has.
Oh.
So hopefully, yep, it goes now. And Soren, I would expect him to get past him pretty quickly. We've got a little bit of side-by-side action between Navek and Daryl, but Soren is now cleanly through on Sam, as is Lojovic and
as is everybody else. There you go. Finish that for you.
Thankfully, but Soren, he's got away cleanly, side by side between Josh and Navek. They've got to make sure they make through that cleanly, but Josh is now right there. But Dow gets another penalty, which is going to be crucial for the championship. Because now here comes Josh on Spriggsy. He now tries it up the inside. There's a big lag spike from Spriggsy there, but Sam the Nick is now joined back, but it will not make much difference as Josh is now trying to gain on Spriggsy. Josh, if anything, has probably the best chance to win this race, but he's got to make good use of it as Navek goes very wide on the exit of 16 as they now make their way down towards turn 21
he let off
for
there.
the 20th time, and it's going to get sketchy as I'm sure Josh knows by now that you do not try into there, but Spriggsy tries it. Great, this is a good four-way battle actually. Spriggsy, oh my God, high in the mouth moment there. No, oh my God, oh my days.
You don't see him, he was inside his car. Another 3 wide at the final corner, they're crashing.
No. Oh,
and they cracked together, their cars out of the race, we have 2 cars out.
Oh, Darwin and Navek are now in the wall. Oh my God.
We have 5 cars left in this race and Lojovic pits. Oh my God, Joshua Stevens got no front wing. Oh my goodness. And somehow...
What happened there? And like, Daryl's now through, but Soren would still be doing enough to seal this up, but oh my
Sam the Nick's hit him.
God.
Joshua's trying to get out of the way because he's got damage.
Yeah.
And Sam the Nick's hit him. He surely got damaged, Sam. And you have the 3 championship contenders, 1, 2, 3. Well, he might have lime green, but nothing visible to us.
But that won't make much difference. He's got 17 seconds to the previous best car.
Oh my God.
Days.
Well, I will say, just to meme on it though, I don't think you really need to add the 20 seconds on this, Sam, just because of the timing glitches the game will give him. I'm sure the timing glitches will make up for it.
You'll get P5 on merit anyway.
Oh, I know, but I'm sure
this race.
Hey, at this point he'll get a podium, but the timing glitches might make up for it. 15 laps in the mediums, that's not too bad, but we're not going to get another safety car. I think we've used all the limits, so at this point, Dark Surin can just cruise home here. If he doesn't get any
he will be champion.
He would be
at this point.
Not only because of the 6 seconds that Daryl has, and Daryl would finish 2nd right now, but Sam the Nick with 20 seconds apiece, he'd still be 5th, and that'd be put Joshua Stephen right now, no front wing, on the podium, and let me rephrase that.
Somehow.
Joshua Stephen's gonna pit this time. Look, oh my God, the front wings, Jesus Christ. All right, well, Joshua's gonna pit now.
They are
scattering
the track, Jesus
Well, Lojovic's coming out of the final corner. Based off of pitting that last lap, he's still got a 20-second gap to Sam, which will put Lojovic on the podium. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this in a while.
No.
At all. I don't know.
This is, yeah.
Tier 4
yeah, this is, oh my God.
That's all I gotta say.
You know what? The rant I am having at these drivers after this race is something I do not want to disclose.
I like
not gonna lie.
I mean, because as a commentator, I mean, to be fair,
sure.
it's nothing.
Why not?
It's nothing against
Why not?
anybody, but it's like as a commentator, I take 2 hours. Well, not 2 hours, but I take 90 minutes out of my time just to see a race like this. It's like, you know what?
No,
sure, I mean it's fun, but not really, because I want to see. I want to see better for the league. I mean, being somebody who is a big part in the league seasons ago, and a big part of an admin role, not anymore. I want to see the best for it. I don't want to see something like this repeat ever again. And you know what? This is something we feared for Tier 1 because of how many people kept DNFing off the driving standards and people giving up. This is what we've seen now. 5 finishers. Maybe less at some point, but
But on the positive side, we can now there's so little drivers left, we can pretty much just reflect on our champions our champion to be seasons.
What we can
you know,
say too,
it's no one else is going to get him, is he?
The only battle that I can see happening right now is the battle between Joshua and Sam. Sam's on 17 lap mediums, and he'll make it to the end, I think, without any chance of punches unless he's pushed it that much. And he's got to keep it on the wall. But right now, Sam the Nick would take 4th place. Just to put that into perspective.
Yeah. But going back to Dark Soren, he has had an incredible season. He has it's literally just been consistency.
This is why he's had an incredible
allowed him. Yeah. Yeah, probably. I would probably say his highlight, without a doubt, is the win at Monza. 100%. His absolute highlight of this season. I will forever remember that in this league, because it was so memorable from the German. Even though he is getting caught by Darrell.
What was memorable again? I was lost your thought. I'm sorry. What was memorable again?
Oh.
What was? No, repeat that. I'm sorry. I was just looking at chat. I have to laugh.
It was his win at Monza by 37 thousandths of a second.
Yeah.
Against Kaj, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Even though Kaj is now, well, no, he's actually now banned, but we won't talk about that. As now Soren, he is 2 laps away from getting this championship, provided the fact he can stay within 6 seconds of Darrell, which he should be able to. Oh, that's close.
There. He's close to the back there. He's got to be careful.
That's close.
Hey, Sam the Nick's going to get an extra point for that, by the way. Fastest lap on 18 lap mediums, by the way. Just to point that in perspective, that's impressive.
Enough to him.
That's impressive. Previously, he had the
and he's in AI.
Well, maybe that's partially why, but the driver who had the fastest lap beforehand was Sprigsy, so he takes the extra point away there at least. And DRS for Darrell, by the way.
Yeah, but Soren, he's just got to stay within 6 seconds, which hopefully he'll be able to do. And he will bring this championship home, but he's got to stay ahead of Darrell. Darrell's got a good run coming through 16 and 17. He's caught a lot quicker than I thought he would, as he is staying within this. Is actually a really exciting ending. I hope these two don't crash now.
Well, we have a fight on track, and we have a fight back at the Lajovic house between Lajovic and Naviak. They're not too happy with each other for sure. They're going to scrap it out of here. So, either way, we've got a fight on track, and we've got a fight off track. But the fight on track is going to consist of these two drivers.
Here comes Darrell.
From all season, going at it on the last lap. Here we go.
Darrell's going for it. No, he doesn't quite, because he knows he'll get DRS. But he knows he'll have a very slim chance of doing this, but he gets a great exit off the final corner. I don't think Soren's going to fight him too much, because he knows as long as he's got 6 seconds in hand, he will take this victory and the championship with it, as Darrell now goes off into the distance. But yeah, I hope Soren can stay within 6 seconds, because otherwise all this hype will be for nothing. But he should be able to. It's 6 seconds, for God's sake. I don't think Darrell will gain that much. He's not gain enough, as Lojevic's now on the podium. Is now is now but Soren, he is half a lap away from being crowned our fourth and final GSR champion, the first German world champion in this league. He's just got to bring it home now. Consistency has been key.
Oh, he's got a penalty.
He's got 3 seconds now.
He's got to keep it in 3 seconds now.
This is going to be tight.
Then that could be a big concern. He's got to make sure he doesn't have damage either, because if he doesn't, then he'll be fine.
I hear another Monza calling. If this could, but I don't think it's going to be quite that. He's still got the gap. Still got a gap to 1.3 seconds. But here comes Soren now. He has had a phenomenal season, and he is about to be rewarded with his first championship after 4 seasons of trying. He's been in the league as long as I have been. Around the final corner now, it's going to be Dark Soren, who is the Tier 4 Season 4 Drivers Champion. Soren has done it in the darkness, as his name suggests, and the Red Bull has conquered here in Jeddah to win and take the championship along with it.
Lajovic, after the race he had and the amount of damage and the trouble he got into, he's going to hang on for a podium. Just to put that in perspective.
Crazy. Mental.
He
absolutely
had got
mental.
Numerous times, and he had been involved in a lot of incidents that weren't his fault, but he ended up taking a podium from it.
Yeah, but Dark Soren has done it in the darkness, and he is now our Tier 4 Season 4 Drivers Champion with Driver of the Day to boot. He had to survive that one, but he has done it brilliantly. He did get a penalty at the end there, but it was still enough to seal this championship. He well and truly deserved it, and he now joins our previous champions of Jab, Vapor, Riles, and now Soren has now added his name to the list.
There you go. He deserved it very well. He was out for a little while in the couple of seasons of GSR. He had to take that break he did. I don't remember what reason he said it was for, but he's come back even stronger, and he's now a champion. He just well deserved it too.
Oh yeah.
So that's a good part for him.
I cannot wait to see his reaction, because he has some mental reactions to some of these races. So it'd be good to see then his. I think he's just taking it all in at the moment, because he is.
Should
be. Yeah. Sam, he got fastest lap. I think that's a bit of a glitch there, to be honest. But
I should give him
got
the
fastest
point
lap
anyway.
by 1 point.
The problem for him was he couldn't get back in the session, get the 20-second gap over Joshua he needed. So at least give him the fast lap for that, to be fair. Opinion.
Yeah, but what an absolutely mental race. We have Lajovic on the podium, for God's sake.
Oh my God.
It's just been a mental race.
Yes.
But there we go.
Well, you saw the surprise
Soren.
with Rowdy yesterday on the
Congratulations,
podium. You see the surprise with Lajovic today on the podium, and a champion crown.
Oh my God. Oh my days. We'll get onto Soren in a minute, but yeah, I think we'll start off with Lajovic then. Yeah. Oh my God. I don't even know where to start in that race. I got to be completely honest, because you just be going left, right, and centre. All I can remember was your antics with Navek, and that was about it.
Yeah, I had a decent scrap with my brother, so yeah, that was good. And then I don't know what went on behind with my teammate and Spriggsy and Navek, to be honest. Yeah, I'm speechless. It's like a podium that I didn't expect, really, because I'm not the best around Jeddah, but I'll take it. Like I am jumping for joy right now.
Yeah. You survived. That was the main thing, and you managed to get. Is that your first podium in this league?
Yeah, that's my first ever podium.
Oh
there
my
you go.
God.
There you go.
In the most dramatic of circumstances.
Yep.
My God.
You just need everybody to kill each other at Saudi Arabia in 10 safety cars. There you go. Just for it to go right.
I highly doubt that'll happen in Abu Dhabi, but you know what? you might as well take
Hey, he
it.
didn't kill himself in the process, so it's okay.
Yeah, he
got
killed
killed,
off some
though.
other people, but he didn't kill himself. So you know, it was oh my Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I am yeah, I'm lost for words.
I just decided.
Absolutely lost for words.
I bottled it. I thought maybe I boxed, because when that collision happened, I boxed and went soft. Let's see how it goes. Realizing that there wasn't a safety car, and then I went, oh God, I've destroyed my race here. Little did I know Sam and Nick was gonna leave, and I was gonna pull off 20 seconds in the last 2 laps.
Well, he was an AI though.
Yeah,
that kind
Yeah.
of
his internet, he's talking about like, I need to get new internet now. So
I didn't think I was gonna gain 20 seconds in 2 laps on an AI though. That's the thing.
No, but he but his 20 seconds worth of pens didn't exactly mean anything in that race, because you had to, because he still finished 5th, because there was so little drivers left. But Ryan, do you have any questions for Lajovic?
I think my lottery numbers would have been better for the NASCAR race than Lajovic getting a podium. I
Probably,
didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. What a crazy race.
Well,
Oh my
Well,
God.
I mean, I do have a question for you. you know, I did see you a part of the carnage at a couple of points. I mean, you did get involved in a couple of things, whether it was getting a tiny bit of damage or, you know, in the mix of trouble. You did have the battle with your brother you mentioned. Just describe to me the amount of carnage there was, because, like I said, and I'm going to repeat it again, I repeat myself all the time, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this during this whole weekend of GSR, where like so much has happened that I've seen that I want to never see again. Talk to me about the carnage.
Yeah, it was pretty carnage. Well, I decided to.
You're right, sorry.
I'm
alright.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Well, right, so what I decided
It's
to
alright.
do into turn 1 every single time, if there was a safety car, if it was an actual start, I decided to back off a bit earlier to let all the carnage happen in front of me, so that I could just go through and do it. I usually do it all the time, but it just happens. But yeah, otherwise it was just down to, I can't say
Yeah.
it wasn't down to pace, it was down to luck. Yeah, so yeah, it was down to luck in the end, so yeah.
Oh, good job on the podium.
Oh, that was a good
Yeah.
race, in a way.
Oh yeah.
For you,
Yeah. Now
maybe
we.
not for the 10
yeah,
people
oh,
DNF.
Yeah, true.
All right.
Or the
yeah.
stewards.
Yep. The
or the
2/3 of them DNF'd. Why not? Why
Or
not?
the stewards. I hope it's. Yikes.
God. We are going to be absolutely killing ourselves after this race.
Oh my lord.
I'll be there
Oh.
with you.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But now we move on to the man of the night. It was only fitting, Soren, that you were to have won the championship in the darkness. You are the Tier 4 Drivers Champion. How does it feel?
I don't have any words. I'm just walking around my room the whole time now and can't believe what crazy race just happened. I mean, what the fuck was that? I hope just
Survival. That's
yeah,
what that was.
Yeah,
That's the only
exactly,
word you can say.
Exactly.
You're always speechless.
Yeah, but what can you say to this race? That's the problem.
You can't.
Yeah, every time I am on the podium, I don't know how I ended up there.
Oh my
And
days.
just
Fair point.
I just hope
Oh my
that
God.
Daryl, maybe if he got a penalty unfairly, I hope he can he can I don't know the word right now. Get
Keep
rid
the
of
fight
it.
going.
Yeah, I mean, yes, exactly. I mean, I take the win today, if it is so, and I take it not if it's not. I mean, I have, even if I don't finish first now, I have really good chances to win the title at the next race. But yeah, I'm just exhausted.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You've been in this league for, well, since as long as I've been in it. At least since season 4. So it's taken you
Yeah.
a long time to take a championship. But finally, you're I think this is your first season in Tier 4. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
But yeah, and finally on Tier 4's return, it was consistency that did it for you, because it was either drivers in the race or drivers just
Simple
like
survival
that race,
too, Aid.
just
Yes.
Jesus.
yes,
What was that?
yes,
Survival.
yes. They just DNF'd, and you're now a GSR champion if you can get your head around that at the moment.
It's rather he survives and he wins, or he gets killed. I mean, jeez.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my
it helped me a
God,
lot
yeah.
that I got into Tier 4, because if you watch Tier 3, I personally think I could be midfield Tier 3 pace, so it really helped me that I was rated in Tier 4 at the beginning of the season, actually.
Yeah, but you did have a close fight from probably, I'd say, about the start of the season to about round 10, but then Daryl and Sam, they fell away, and you just absolutely just rocketed ahead, whether that be down to luck or whether that be down to just consistency. And I suspect that I can pretty much your championship win. I can only think of your Monza win. I don't know why.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's
True.
it's been a fantastic season from you, Song. Huge congratulations, Ryan. Do you have any questions for our champion?
I do. I really do, because I want to know, how do you do this? Okay, because here's why. It seems like a lot of the race, you were side by side with people. They race side by side around you. You somehow didn't get killed, but everyone else does. Okay, can you explain to me how you did that for the whole season? Because you managed.
He can't.
I don't know if you can, but you know, you managed to win a lot of races. You managed to DNF in a lot of races, but you somehow like stayed consistent throughout the whole time. It's either you survive and you win, or you survive and then you somehow get killed. Can you tell me how you are able to do this around your competitors and simply outrun them every single week and have the mental capacity to say, hey, you know what, I'm going into this race, I have a chance of surviving, that's all I need to do. And that's what you needed to do today, because you won.
Yeah, well, I think most of the time I just think of the big haul. Like, I just think of finishing the race is better than, like, give it a try into a fight, like where you have 50% chance of maybe you come out P1 or you DNF. And I just think I stay very calm in these situations. And sometimes I say, okay, well, mate, go whatever, and let him pass me, and like 3 laps later they have a fight with another person and I pass them when they stay in the wall. Like, it happened this race very often. I mean, there were 3 cars in front of me. This Clarkson incident, and they all 3 wiped each other out together, and I just like passed them and woo, bye. This is
Let 'em wipe each
just
other out and
what
you win.
happens most of the time.
Well, my last question to you surrounds Tier 3 and the rest of the Tier 4 season. Do you think, because you've got the championship now, I mean, obviously you don't have to worry too much about racing the Tier 4 drivers and having to worry about, okay, you know, I might worry. Now you can race more. Oh my God, I should reword it. You get to race more
Practice more for
comfortably.
Tier 3?
Well, you get to race more comfortably, and I was gonna say, do you think you'll make any more Tier 3 appearances from now on because of this? And last question with that is about the last 2 races. Last 2 races of the season. Do you think you'll maybe try to serve the back and try to have fun with it? Maybe. I don't know. You tell me, the fraudulent champion, Mr. Dark Serene.
Well,
I had to use that. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, to the Tier 3 races, I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'm like split. One side of me wants to race as well because I just like racing. And again, like I said, in Tier 3, I had really good races in the past as well. So maybe I can enjoy them a little bit, or I enjoy them the other way around and just take a break and watch them from the stream. I'm not quite sure. And the Tier 4 races, yeah, obviously, of course, I now get a little bit more calmly, but I still want to win. I said 8 a few races ago. I want to have 2 race wins in the rest of the season, so there's 1 still missing. Yeah, and I want to take that. And yeah, of course, I don't go into every fight and with the knife between the teeth. But I really wanna race the last 2, wanna win the last 2 races, and yeah, just enjoy the rest of the season.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Dark Serene. Congratulations.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
One thing I wanna say. I
Kidding,
wanna
I'm
say
You carried away.
huge congratulations to Sam and Daryl, of course, for the epic season. I really enjoyed it. They're both great drivers, and it was just fair that it would have gone down to the last race. It's very unfortunate that Sam had the internet connections problems today. I didn't really want to overtake him while he was in AI, but there was just no chance to don't do it because I braked so early into turn 1. It would have just caused more chaos if I would have stayed behind, but that's how it is sometimes. And yeah, just huge congratulations to both of them.
Yeah, well, of course, you're GSR's first German world champion. GSR's third European world champion. So thought I'd remind you of that. And yeah, but that's it then from us from Jeddah then.
Congrats.
Next week we return to Abu Dhabi for the 15th round of the season with Tier 3 9:45 or 4:45 EST. Then Tier 2 is either 7 or 8 UK or 2 or 3 EST. And then finally Tier 4 will be back at 8:30 or 3:30 EST on Sunday. But for now, I've been TRT8F1. Ryan Ocon's been alongside me.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.